Hello, my name is Sabrina Miranda, and today we're going to be talking about the Texas Revolution. To begin the lesson, we're going to start off by activating background knowledge. So, some of the questions that I would be asking is tell me what you know about the Texas Revolution. Tell me some of the battles that you previously learned about. Tell me about some of the people that were a part of the Texas Revolution. Something that I really like to do is go over the vocabulary words. I feel like once we have that down and we know specifically what words we're going to be using, it's easier for the kids to be able to identify what we're talking about and some of the harder words if we go ahead and break that down for them. Something that I do want to start at the beginning of the lesson is we will be doing a YouTube video, and that's going to go ahead and help the students understand what it is that we are teaching. So everybody would go ahead and have a pencil, a piece of paper, and then I would go ahead and show a YouTube video, and I would give the login to all of my students so they'd be able to see on theirs, but we'd have the main audio playing on a smart board. This is the video that I would be showing. It's about 3 minutes long. It's about the Texas Revolution. It's kind of summarized for them so they can go ahead and get that started. It'll help them like I said, go ahead and understand or learn new things from the Texas Revolution. Something that I think that would help the students too in the classroom and teaching this lesson and go ahead and implementing art and social studies would be a graphic organizer. So we need to know what caused the Texas Revolution and some of the effects that came later on, the aftermath. Something that we're going to be doing for homework is we're going to have the students go ahead and dive deeper into what we've taught in the classroom. They're going to at least find one important person from the Texas Revolution, and they're going to dive a little deeper into who they were and what they did. So in class today, everybody is going to go ahead and find an image on the internet of the Texas Revolution. They're going to go ahead and draw that out, how they feel that they've learned about the Texas Revolution and what stuck out to them the most from the Texas Revolution. So that's what we'll be doing today. We're going to identify major causes and effects from the revolution, and we're going to identify and compare art. So we'll be comparing what we've seen in the videos, comparing to our drawings, and that will be able to help the students go ahead and see, like, okay, this is what they got from the images, but this is how it really was portrayed in those times. Something else too that I would like to do with them on this lesson is we would go ahead and talk about the important people from the revolution. Who were they? Why they were important? And like I said, we'll discuss some of the major events because later in the weeks, we'll go ahead and talk about the battles that occurred during those times. We'll talk about why the Texans wanted independence from Mexico, and the final result of the revolution. So in class, it should be an easy lesson, about an hour, maybe over an hour that it would take to do it. The kids will be collaborating. We do have text-to-speech. We are differentiating the lesson for all of our learners. But that's what we'll be doing today. Everybody needs to grab a Chromebook, a pencil, and that's more or less how we'll focus on this lesson. We'll go ahead and dive with the YouTube video first, and then as a class, we'll work on the cause and effects, and then we'll go from there. It's something just to get started from the Texas Revolution, because once they start researching a little bit more on their own, they'll dive deeper into that. And like I said, they'll be collaborating with their peers, so they're going to go ahead and work together. They'll be able to see what their peers are working on, what images they've chosen for their lesson, and overall that's what they will be doing today. Some of the strategies that I think would work best for the students is I always like for them to grab a partner and be able to work with somebody. I feel like they work better, they're more kind of engaged, and I feel like it keeps them more focused and more interested in what's happening. We try to steer away from so much books and a little bit more technology, so they're able to research on their own as they're looking up the lesson. I'll be walking around the classroom. I'll be able to see what they're doing. I'll be guiding them and helping them. And that's how we would do this lesson. It's a lot to cover over the Texas Revolution because it's a lot of information, but we are sticking to little portions at a time because I don't want to overload them with so much. But yes, that's what I'll be teaching today. Thank you for watching.